Series X2, which would be the second generation Series X, which, by the way, we have no idea what Xbox is going to call these things. They have no sort of consistency. It is the essence of Microsoft to just sort of throw names out of left field, right? We had Xbox, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Xbox Series X, Xbox One X. Like there's no real consistency here, other than maybe X being the most powerful variant of the flavors that Microsoft delivers. So you'd have a Series X2, a Series S2, a Series C, which would be cloud, and then the user called this the portable option, the Series P. And so
Cheapest
again, with
one.
4 potential options, it kind of makes sense. I know initially you might be thinking, the four? But you have the two existing, right, just revs of those. The cloud console, which we already know was a thing, but they never shipped slash canceled. We're not really sure if they will ever ship it. And then also the handheld. So when you put
Handheld's
all
going to
those
be the
together,
cheapest option.
that's 4 different items here. So let's sort of dive into each one. So the Series X2 is described as a living room PC with a console experience. Play Xbox, Steam, and Epic, and more 4K 60 frames per second. So the interesting thing here is obviously the Steam and Epic, which has been sort of rumored that Microsoft might be trying to work this scenario so that you could play it on a console. There's a million and a half questions, by the way, about making just make Steam and Epic work. Like, is there Xbox integration with Steam and Epic? Probably not. It's probably more vanilla PC experience. I can't imagine that Steam is going to give up any sort of control over the PC gaming space, if you will. But either way, the one downside here is the 4K 60 frames per second, which we kind of remember was actually the promise of the Series X. Was like 4K 60 was the target, and we're not. Some games get there, some games succeeded. I guess it's worth saying that some are higher, but I think we both know that if you're either choosing high frame rate or high fidelity, like just kind of pick one. So the Series 2 would be a very similar experience to what we have now in the Series S. And again, same thing, S2. However, it would be cheaper, obviously, and following that same hybrid experience, but then also 1080, 60 frames per second, which again is sort of what we thought this generation would be. But however, it's worth noting that first you don't succeed, rev, and refresh, or something like that. But anyways, so that would be the Series S2. Then the Series C would be the traditional that or I shouldn't say the traditional, the expected cloud console where you just have a little box, then you have a controller, and it just connects directly to that, trying to short circuit. Yet, thing we think is coming, Series P handheld console. So obviously with a nice little Fable screen there, you probably could have slipped
Cheapest option.